Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolfcryer here, and welcome to Friday Night Diablo, where we discuss, guess what, Diablo. So, this video is going to pertain to Season 9, what to expect in the upcoming season based on PTR observations, as well as the Haedrig's gift that you will receive for your set, your free set during Season 9, and these cosmetics. So the cosmetics, they look pretty cool. That portrait frame's pretty decent. Wouldn't mind rocking that. And that pet is also pretty cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like in-game, because I'm thinking it's going to look pretty cool. I know not a lot of us are into the cosmetics, but it is one good reason to play during the season. Alright, so for your sets, for your Haedrig's gift, your free set for Season 9, we are looking at, for the Barb, we've got Might of the Earth, which is still a viable build come Season 9. And then we've got Thorns of the Invoker for the Crusader, and for the Demon Hunter we have the Shadow's Mantle, and Monk gets the Monkey King's Garb, also known as Sun Wuko's. Also, we've got, for the Witch Doctor, Jade Harvester. And for the Wizard, we have Firebirds, which does seem to be their main build as far as the leaderboard is concerned on the PTR. Now, as far as that goes, one thing you need to take into account is take everything from the PTR with a grain of salt. You cannot always judge the meta and what's going to be the meta based off of the PTR, because a lot of that info gets skewed because you've got people with 4,000 Paragon on the leaderboards and people are testing out builds, so you're not always going to see what the true meta will be for the season, because there's a lot of testing involved, and like I said, it gets skewed with very high level Paragon players, so because what you can do with 4,000 Paragon is going to be way different than what you can get during a season. Even some of the busiest players, they only end up with 2,300 Paragon, somewhere around that range, and the majority of us end up around 1,000 Paragon. So you're not going to reach that 100 GR that person with the 4,000 Paragon did, because he's got a lot more damage than you do backing that up. But let's go ahead and discuss my PTR observations. Okay, as far as the Wizard goes, it does look like Firebirds is going to be the main build this season once again. Although there was somebody who cleared a 96 GR using a Mantled Heal build, but you've also got to take into account that he also was over 3,000 Paragon, so that does change things. It adds a ton of damage. Another 1,000 Paragon is the equivalent of 5,000 of your main stat, which is a damage boosting stat. And it's a defensive stat for whatever class you are as well. Dex for the Monk adds damage, but it also adds armor, same as Strength does for the Barbarian. Int for the Int classes raises their damage, but it also raises their resistances. So you've got to take that into account when looking at the PTR numbers. For Witch Doctor, it does look like it's going to be a Rakir's Firebats builds, and the Helltooth Pet build, the Gargantuan build, is still a pretty decent build. Those Gargantuans end up hitting like a truck. I do think that a Rakir's is going to be the main pushing build for next season. For DH, we've got that Hellcat Waistguard has come in handy with some builds. There are a few grenade builds that are working and could possibly work in the 4-man meta as well. And for the Monk, it's looking like Raiment Generator once again for the 3rd season in a row, but in his EP is definitely up there with it. So it would be great to see an in his EP in that top 10 for next season. That would be pretty awesome. And his generator is still a viable build. It cannot do the DPS that Raiment can, but it allows for more survivability. Monks have the most robust GR pushing builds that you can get, because there are definitely 6 builds capable of 90 plus with Uliana's, Raiment, you've got Inna's Generator, Inna's EP, LTK, even Wave of Light could do a 90 if in the right hands. Play how you want to play, guys. Even though I'm reviewing this, I definitely stick with my play the game how you want to play. I just like to give my viewers what I think the metas are going to be, so that you can play how you want to play, even if how you want to play is the meta. For Barbarians, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like it's whirlwind all the way currently. I don't know if this is the highest DPS they have, but it's definitely what everybody's trying out on the PTR. It's on the top 20 for sure. Right now, somebody's pushed a 95 with it, and it definitely is viable with these new buffs that were given to it this past week. So for Barbarians, Whirlwind is looking like the way to go. Now for the Crusader, it's definitely still looking like LON Bomb is the major DPS for it, but Seeker of Light and Faithful Memory have worked into the top 10 as well on the PTR. So it's definitely looking like it's still somewhat viable, but you will not see that in groups come Season 9, that's for sure. Alright, so there you have it. And as far as the 4-man meta goes, it's looking like it's still going to be maybe Witch Doctor, Raiment Monk with a support Monk, support Barb, or it could actually work in a DPS Demon Hunter with that DPS Fire Bats, Witch Doctor, as well as the 2 supports. That's currently what it's shaping up to be on the PTR anyways. But, ladies and gentlemen, there you have my PTR breakdown. One thing I definitely want to reiterate is play this game in whatever way is going to make it fun for you and fun for you and your friends, because that's what matters more. The leaderboards, that's a tough thing to get onto as far as the top 10, top 20, and you can get onto the leaderboards with multiple builds for multiple classes. Just because it's the top class doesn't mean you can't make it onto the leaderboard itself using a different build. Hell, I spent most of my time on the PTR trying to perfect a Inna's Tempest Rush build for the Monk, and I was able to push up to a GR 70, and I had fun working out the build. That was pretty cool to me. Is it going to top the leaderboards? No. Is it going to even make the leaderboard? No. But it was fun to do. It was fun to be able to take it from, okay, I got it to a 50 GR. Let's see if I mix this gear around, see how I can go. All right, now I got it to a 60. I ended up getting it to a 70 GR with an Inna's Tempest Rush build. Play the game how you want to play it, ladies and gentlemen. I stick by that no matter what. Season 9, I'm definitely going to play, because I play every season at least a little bit. I will still be making guides, all that type of stuff. Guys, if you do like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video and what build you plan on running for Season 9, because I definitely want to hear from you guys. All right, guys, thank you very much, and peace.